Well, hello. We're here again from Bobby's Hobbies, and we're going to work on something today. Trying to repair an electric DC motor that I wrecked as a kid, probably when I was 12 or 13 years old. It's still got some life in it, but it's missing the brushes and the copper or brass parts that would lead to the commutator. So I'm here with my little friend Mimi, who likes to watch whatever I'm doing. She probably won't stay here long, but she likes to at least come and visit. Oh yeah. And we'll see what we're up to now. Here's the motor. This motor, it's a DC motor, and as a kid I took it apart, and for whatever reason it survived all these years in a box of train parts. And the question is, sure, I can put this cap back on and it looks fine, but on the inside you could see the armature and the magnet and the commutator, but the brushes are gone, and anything that could hold on to the brushes that would come from these two areas where the power would come in are missing. So I'm going to have to try to fabricate this out of copper parts and some Lima HO motor brushes that I have a whole bunch of. And we'll see whether or not we can actually do this. It's not going to be easy. It may not succeed, but you can't avoid the attempt just because it may result in failure. And besides, if I get this thing to work, I will have corrected a mistake I made as a kid. I wanted to see what was inside the motor, thought I could put it back together, and one thing led to another, and it's really could be junk, but it was such a great motor. I gotta save it. Can I do it? Let's find out. Now, let's see here. Try to get this focused onto the board. There's some stuff we're going to have to clear away and see what we can do. Now, the first question is, I already tested it and there was life in it, but how do we know that there's really going to be, that we're not going to be wasting our time? Will this spin if I could put power just precisely onto the commutator? Well, I need about 4 or 5 hands to do this, so I'm going to use this little tool and see if this will help. And with this apparatus, I should be able to at least hold the motor. Not going to hold it very well, though. I can see the motor's got some weight to it. So, got to be careful, because dropping it is only going to make this that much more impossible. Again, I don't have the original pieces. Oh, it looks like Mimi wants to go. Okay, she can go. She only stays as long as she wants, and then she goes exploring. Now, hopefully, these clips don't let go. So I'm going to turn this around now, so you can see my motorless droid holding a motor. Yeah, it'd be great if I had a droid, right? Think with that how easy that would be. Now, but I don't. So we're going to use an old power pack. I know from my memory this was at least an 18 volt, 12 to 18 volt motor. So I really shouldn't have any problems with the voltage. I'll set this old power pack about 3/4 of the way. And if you can see, this is the armature. Now the key thing is, can I rotate this so you get a better view? Now the question is, I don't want to do it for a long time. Just want to see if there's life. No, nothing. Let's see what's going on. Power's on. Power's at maximum. Gotta be able to touch these probes in exactly the right spot. Okay, it moved. I don't want to do it too long because these brush tips are some kind of steel, and I know that because at least I believe this too. I think they're magnetic. Let's just see. Yep, they are magnetic. So I really don't want to run steel against copper. It's not a fair match, and it'll wreck it. But just to test it. So now what? Now we know the motor could be alive, but for my foolishness as a kid. What to do next? Well, gotta reach into my bag of tricks. Which is an old box filled with all kinds of metal goodies. A sheet of copper. Believe it or not, in the Middle Ages, the coppersmiths never got the plague. Copper is got some properties that are antimicrobial. And I think it's something to do, I think it's arsenic. I'm not sure, but I think in the smelting process. So anyway, obviously you couldn't eat it. I wouldn't, copper or arsenic dust or anything, but it would get all over the smithies, and a lot of them did not suffer from the plague. Again, that's another hobby I have, studying about the Middle Ages. But anyway, I don't know if it works against COVID. I have no idea. Anyway, I'm trying to look for some copper that I might be able to use to, here's some very fine copper tubing. Now, it doesn't have to be copper tubing. I'm just looking for something that could potentially recreate. I could release this now. I don't need the droid right now. What I want to do is put the motor down and look at this piece. I need something. You could see this. Well, you could see 4 openings, but 2 of them are brass. Here and here. These brass openings are where the power would come in. Now, if I'm lucky, oh, no, I'm not lucky. This copper, it's a tight fit. Doesn't really want to fit. So that's unfortunate. It fits on the, wait a minute. Spoke too soon. Probably just, again, remember I said in my other video, 1,000th of an inch. Might be a way to do this. If I can get it to go through, my point is to make some stubs come up on the inside, build 2 bridges of brass, and hold on to the brushes, which are some kind of graphite compound. Let me go see if I could find them, or this is going to be a short mission.